going to see a full damage Arlet. We've been seeing a rise in popularity in ranked. Okay, I'm talking about ranked. We haven't seen it here, but hey, Arlet physical damage full with Petrify. That's what we usually see. The Assassin Arlet in ranked. Okay, ranked.
Ranked.
Is it possible though, Rush?
It's a very important distinction there. But yeah, against a Mathilda Akai though, I feel like lockdown is important. Having the stuns and the final slash from the Arlet will be great, but I feel like they're gonna need a bit more to really get their claws into Onic. The last two picks right here, this is the issue, man. Suns can pick whatever he wants, but the Lapu shows out strong here. Along with what, a Lilia? That can be something that can be utilized, again, to match the wave tier. The Novaria also? Oh, but no, of course not. What am I saying?
Novaria?
For Sans.
Sans, man. That's why he's Gila. That's why he's crazy. Comment though.
Gila. Yeah, a comment, of course, from Keyboy. Of course, one dominant MPL ID because we keep working hard, staying consistent, willing to learn, and the fire of the kids is still big. So that, you know, the youngster firepower, it's always burning. And they're trying to keep that fire burning as well, keeping it alive. And I feel like that's true for Onic as well. They have been performing on top level consistently this season and last season as well. So we'll see how they will fare in the second game. But now, the last pick to conclude RRQ's draft. They now lack either Roam or an XP because this Arlet could possibly be flexed, but it's most sensibly played in XP because you want that extra damage. But we'll see. Oh, they're gonna pick the Rafaela.
That is interesting. Usually you see it being used to help with
of Kings. But one of their crowns now shattered. Will they be able to place it back? It's RRQ against Onic in game number 2.
Man, I wonder how the mid lane clear is gonna look. Vexana Rafaela is a lot of clear, and Mathilda doesn't really, you know, clear quote unquote that fast. Here we go already, a very aggressive 2v2 attempt.
Sun's just focusing on the wave right now. He gets the Mystic Projectile and he wins out the trade as well. On top of the faster clear, and Keyboy, this is the really annoying thing about the Mathilda, right? That sustain, second skill, the cancel on the recall, forcing Octa back even more. And they want to do it again. Octa pops the regen instead, wants to stay in lane.
Yeah, that's dangerous, man. And Octa, we saw him try and go for the trades instead of the clear, so losing out on the level 2 power spike, and then he missed his one of his cursed blasts on the minion wave as well. What is going on there?
Yeah, and Keyboy with the Mathilda will be very proactive in the map. So annoying. With all the mobility that he has, the damage as well, the sustain, everything to really help get his side lanes going. So for Boots and Dawn, of course.
Whoa, Albert.
Head-to-head in lane, and we will see the emblems coming in.
Again, the emblems, of course, for Mathilda is standard, but for Sans, of course, that Inspire. He's trying to go for as much cooldown as possible. Albert, though, showing some spark here, some aggression, trying to go toe-to-toe against the Nathan, knowing that in the lane, it's kind of a race towards the late game. He's trying to go aggressive.
Skylar has Flicker, but the guy to win brings it back. First blood to Keyboy. A very rare sight to see Skylar overextending. And that Master Assassin is doing really good now.
Yep, it was so full of damage from Keyboy. He's able to pop Skylar back to his base, and that was so uncharacteristic of Skylar, who was so far, had to burn his flicker. But thankfully, for RRQ, now they're in the turtle race, of course, trying to take this down, and Kyrie is ready with his retribution.
They have the heavy spin as well. Keyboy trying to give him enough room to play. Oh, the heavy spin locks him down. Oh, Irad still finds it. An amazing retry from Irad on the Frederick.
Yeah.
All right. We talked about the Eradicator. He's showing glimpses of that. Already a small win, but valuable win for RRQ. And across the map, you're seeing everyone's trying to go hard, but Skylar, whoa!
The ping pong.
It's always so fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. A lot of damage as well towards Albert. It's not fun for Albert, though.
Yeah, for Kyrie, though, losing out in the retry battle with the heavy spin, that's due to Irad's positioning, man.
Oh, man.
He was trying to move around and rotate around to ensure that he does not get pinned down that easily. And in the split second, gets a steal.
Yeah, game fight by new application, of course, GoPay. This is Albert's first encounter with RRQ Hoshi and MPL Indonesia as an opponent after previously fighting alongside RRQ Hoshi for 1,031 days. That's a long journey with RRQ. But Keyboy now gets jumped on.
Ooh, not even a oh, that's a bait. Oh no! You hate to see it as a Kingdom fan yourself, but that was a bait. And Keyboy is a master.
Sans was just behind him, ready to pounce when given the chance. Gush down to eternity. And Skylar losing twice now. Irad jumps in towards Albert.
Let's see, Irad wants to go for it, has the Brave Smite Albert. He's waiting for that guiding win, gets the guiding win, and Irad now is caught in a bad spot. That's the headbutt, and also the heavy spin pinning him down. Bruce doing a good job though, and bringing Irad back. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Albert.
Albert, hello! Oh, Albert gets on! He doesn't! Irad finds the kill, and Skylar rotates over. A little bit of a mistake from Onic, and they pay the price. RRQ equalize.
The swing coming in, and Albert was just dead without even us realizing that. And RRQ was quick to back up their jungler.
The crowd control advantage. The Vexana, man, that was so close. And even the heavy spin, they just were unable to get Irad fast enough. There's a bit of miscommunication maybe, because Albert was just way too low right there. And with that space, the split second, they would try and rush the turtle.
Holy Baptism 2, the lock boots down, and RRQ look for more here. No, they decide to just back off. Keyboy gave him a vision and then backed up with the circling eagle.
Yeah, all good now for RRQ. They're able to stabilize everything. But Onic still trying to at least neutralize the pressure. RRQ is just everywhere. And Skylar just farming these plates, making up for his mistakes earlier, dying twice so early. Especially as a Natan, you are susceptible to the ganks coming in. So for RRQ, of course, they really seek out, probably try to swing this round.
Well, honestly, I feel like, if anything, that play just showed you that I think RRQ has a good chance if they play for the mid lane. You know, they have the crowd control, the burst damage in the early game. That's something they can play around with and then bring Skylar into it maybe later. But Irad now trying to be aggressive again, taking matters into his own hands, trying to find any single bit of value he can for his team.
Yep. And of course, don't forget to download the new application GoPay. Scan the QR and enjoy the benefits of GoPay. For now, of course, benefits. It's all trying to be snatched upon by both teams. Boots now swapping lanes with Albert, as Albert is trying to catch up with the gold difference. And it's currently being won by Skylar. He's up 4.2. Sans, Keyboy, and Boots, respectively, has their own advantages. But this mid side, they really want to contest this, preparing for this, but the side laners still, for Dawn, is playing in the bottom lane.
I think it's going to be very important, the mid control right here. That's why we're seeing in the previous match, and even here, the importance of it. Skylar, though, with the Starlium, he's going to be doing a lot of true damage in the next fight. It's DPS, but it's also technically burst, because it's only for a few select basic attacks after you use your ultimate, I believe. So Skylar will have to be timing that quite a bit. And RRQ, they have the advantage here. They stole it!
Oh.
Irad!
With a poke. A little stab there, an Eternal Guard. Razor's Wrath, the Eradicator! He just took Keyboy down! Not a turtle. Irad with a jump forward, Boots with Raven's Fighter to the backside, but it gets stunned up, and before he could even use the anti-CC part, Brusko slays Boots! The Mystic Gush not able to lock him down. Irad with a retry win over Kyrie, and Skylar picks up the kill. RRQ are back.
RRQ scavenge everything. They have the buff, they took the turtle, they took the kills as well. Kyrie and Boots having to concede those deaths, and now RRQ seek out revenge, trying to win back. The Mystic Gush connects now.
Uh-oh, the guy hit with the laser! But the final slash from Dawn gets him out. That was a very interesting interaction. Oh, Eternal Guard, Boots, chain CC, and Natan comes over, not able to get into the range just yet. Boots zoned away though, and Skylar will be able to pick up a free turret with that entropy.
Man, a lot of action back and forth, but on the other side though, Onic looking for plays of their own. They will be able to trade equally. And again, Onic just trying to recover, trying to find ways to trade back, stall the game a bit, because this kind of fast-paced tempo, this is what RRQ likes. They want this chaotic situation because they have more crowd control when it gets weird.
Oh, Skylar, assassin mode, walks up forward. There's a guiding wind to grant Sans his safety. Kyrie dashes in, red trees, and takes his purple buff.
Yep, that was so scary from Sans. Pops up the Mystic Gush, mid-rush. Thankfully, nothing happens. And to talk about cross-map plays, sure, Onic does have a response towards the top turret, push down. They have secured that bottom turret for themselves. But again, RRQ is up with 3 turrets of their own. Meanwhile, Onic only has one, and Skylar looking forward to push out the lanes. And this is just going to snowball for RRQ. Onic has to stop this.
Look at Era's itemization as well. Rushing the Sky Guardian helmet, he has the highest possible, not highest possible, but he's going for a lot of HP for more damage technically from Fredrin's kit. That allows you to do more damage, the more HP you have missing, right, with the Praiser's Wrath. So he's skipping a lot of resistances, only running the Dreadnought armor for now, knowing that there is the early game advantage, and the fact that Albert isn't really going to be a huge problem until later, much later on. So he is going to be so difficult to deal with for now, because Sans will not be able to really harass him down.
Yep. Oh, Skylar is in a safe spot so far. Lord has been spawned, now Keyboy eyeing, scouting, scavenging. Reconnaissance, of course, in that area. Irad is ready to poke it out, just pulling it out of the pit. And Onic has to respond to this. Albert hiding in the shadows, shrouded in secrecy. Irad jumps in, tries to erupt, but no damage given, no execution. Dawn!
Final flash flicker from Dawn, bringing 2 members back right into the entropy. He's free hitting Sans. Isolated, still able to escape. RRQ on the Lord, Hell holding it down and taking it away from Onic's grasp. Lord slain by RRQ.
Crowd control is absolutely the answer for RRQ. They've always been outmaneuvered, baited by Onic, but with that kind of crowd control, what can you do? Final slash into the Eternal Guard. That's one combo that Onic do not want to be on the receiving edge of. But going for the purple, seems like RRQ are setting up for one more. Irad stands there menacingly.
Oh, trying to backdoor the minions as well. Standing so strong, and they have siege now. Rather getting the turret in their hands. So bottom turret, top turret, all down, just last tiers. And for RRQ, of course, the pressure exerted so much. They have to prepare for this fight. Onic has to hold further. They have all the CC, they have all the burst. And look at how fast they take down the turret.
Whoa! An aggressive entropy move by Skylar.
Spicy.
That on up for cooldown very soon. Kyrie gets brought back towards the Lord now, and a final slash into the Eternal Guard, into everything. The Mystic Gush doing a good job of clearing away, but Dawn is still able to survive for now. Dodges away from Mystic projectiles. Kyrie gets chunked as well, but Albert is able to deal with that Lord. No base turrets for RRQ, but I think they'll take that win very happily.
Yep, of course, after that siege, they're able to hold still the Gourd. I think we'll be able to hold the pushes coming in, the sieges. That anti-siege maybe with the Mystic Gush, but then again, you're going to expend it only to clear the creeps, only to push them away. So what happens then after that if you want to re-engage? The damage, of course, coming in has to be constantly there, and Mystic Gush does contribute to that, kind of like fight later on. You need that burst damage, give it to Sans.
For RRQ though, they have a lot of crowd control, but they can really improve on the timing of it, because I think Kyrie would have been taken out if they didn't stack. I believe there was a Eternal Guard and the final slash, it kind of overlapped with each other. So did the Holy Blessing from Brusco. So I think they can time it a bit better, and they can still get even more value out of their composition. But Keyboy goes for the Necklace of Appearance, so trying to lower that healing coming in from RRQ.
Yeah, RRQ looking to really seek out everything. But Onic, they're just struggling now trying to defend. So we're talking about RRQ's win condition, of course, exercising the timing and the CCs. But what are Onic's win conditions? Especially knowing that Nathan will be a menace in the late game. They can't really bound it. How do they win this, Arashi?
I think later on, Boots will definitely need to try and dive in the back line and zone Skylar away. Along with that, they want to go for a straightforward team fight where they don't really get caught off guard first. If you begin the fight by just getting fully comboed by basically the Vexana, it's hard to really come out on top there. So they want to have some kind of vision advantage, pick-off advantage. I think the only person available to try and make the play happen must be Kyrie or Sans, who can land that big crowd control. Because keep in mind, there's no purifiers on the side of RRQ. If a good Mystic Projectile lands onto Octa or Skylar, that could be the end of the show for RRQ. So they better make sure that their positioning is on point.
Yeah, no purifies. That is something to highlight, of course, because Kyrie and Boots both, they have lockdown, of course. Sans as well could contribute to that stun collection of Onic. But the Lord now sieged by RQ. Irad steps
Whoa.
too far.
There's the gush, but the final spot cancels it, brings him back right now as Kyrie jumps with the heavy spin, but he's going to be caught by the Eternal Guard. That's a circling Eagle and the Guiding Wind, they're all there! And both finds a kill onto the Frenchman! This might be massive, Kyrie wins the Retribution, 2 members down! How did Onic do that?
That was so quick, everything happened! In split seconds, Suns fishing for more. Keyboy chases Brusco down, but nothing is gonna happen. And Onic take the advantage, oh no!
Ooh. Another Mystic Gush to clear out that wave. Skylar is still alive. That was a 6,000 gold lead, or 5K, that Onic just fought their way out of.
It's the gold. It's the difference in just damage output, man. We said it's going to be Sans or Kyrie. He lands the stun. Everyone just moves fast enough, knowing that if they start the fight, if it starts on their terms, they have what it takes to really win it out. And RRQ just weren't prepared at all, man. Irad just got deleted, and that was the end of it. That was a strat, a play that Onic has saved, has used, but look at that.
Suns!
Gets brought back, Don. What a playmaker. Time and time again.
Whoa. That final slash, Dawn has been on point with the slashes. The previous fight, he got 3. And now he's able to catch Sans into the base. Of course, Onic still reset. The Lord is down now, so RRQ. At least they'll try to neutralize, but let's see. Replay presented by our official tournament smartphone, Samsung Galaxy. That flash from Dawn, but he was just caught in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, and that Lord as well. He was just swinging everywhere.
So much damage.
Yeah, it did. That's the problem here. They were just trying to set up for the Lord, but then Irad was a bit too overextended, didn't respect the burst potential due to both the true damage coming in from Sans and from Albert, from the carry and the Gourd. And afterwards, Dawn tries to and salvage the fight. It wasn't a fight that they started. They have to start the fight first. On their terms. That's how they've been winning. They have to utilize these bushes, man. But without the Lord available, I don't think they'll be able to really bait Onic out unless they want to send Kyrie. And even then, the heavy spin will allow him to get out of jail at least once against this composition.
Been so on point for Onic. Lanes. Not sending someone to be dedicated for that, but Irad hiding. Albert is shown to be in the bottom lane. Irad just scouting for something, collecting information of how much and how many players are there for Onic. Available in the bottom lane. Keyboy, of course, will be the one to really just, poke, bait and switch to the players of Onic. And yeah, RRQ, they try to disengage.
I really like what Onic were doing there. They sent Albert out to, the infamous bush, but they kept Kyrie behind him though. Hey, if RRQ were there, if there was kind of some play happening over there, which somehow, some way always happens, Kyrie was there for extra bits of utility and cover. So I like the idea of turning a notorious spot into a potential playmaking tool. Now with the Lord back up, RRQ, back to the same game plan, now wiser to the risk that Onic can pose to them.
Yeah, Kyrie almost gets caught hit there. Rod, no follow-up as well. Still, the Lord Dance going to be very, very significant, very influential in the flow of the game. Let's take a look at Coach Adi there, just staring, full of surprises, of course. Onic still turned this around. RRQ trying to just poke out the Lord, pulling it in the pit, but it resets, so try to just kind of like play this ping pong game with Onic in the Lord pit.
It's just the classic old Lord dance, but look at the other side of the map. The waves are pushing in favor of RRQ, so they are happy to let this dance go on for as long as possible. Already, Boots rotating. This could be a moment. Will RRQ be able to capitalize with that information? Boots is waiting to show himself.
Yeah, and Skylar just cleared that top wave, so now it's pushing towards Onic.
Now they want to go for it.
Bottom wave as well.
Dawn, final slash, that's the playmaking tool that he has been able to find success on, but that was a bit random. I think it might be a misclick, a mistap, and now Boots is back. He's dealt with the wave. No final slash, the Mystic Gush comes in, Kyrie able to lock Irad down, and in the back, Keyboy almost deals with the dog, finds it again, now it's retro battle, Irad wins into the back, but Boots is able to find a Bravest Fighter, forcing Skylar to flicker around, no entropy to be used right now as Dawn will be taken down. Sans looking for an angle to stop this recall from happening, they've spotted Octa, can Octa run?
No.
The Mystic Projectile doesn't connect, and Octa is getting ran down by Onic now, it's a Circling Eagle to take the kill over, 2 for the Lord.
2 for the Lord, but it might still be worth it for RRQ. They want one more front line. They want the power to force Onic into known locations, into fights that they can control. But with 2 members down, I think Onic will take the Lord out very, very fast. Afterwards, they have to just rely on the waves.
You know, Onic was in a pedestal back in that fight. They had the bottom waves pushing. Top was cleared as well by Skylar. They had to respond to that wave, but they did expend themselves to that Lord. Oh, they try to jump in. Keyboy in the back line.
Forcing an entropy defensively. Don is here now. He's running very fast. He wants to look for... Oh, another final slash from Don! What? Punished!
Unfortunate. He was trying to go for a punish, right? Onic just went and pushed the wave and immediately went for the base turret. Don was not about to let that slide, but he just made a mistake right there, and now Irad, Circling Eagle was used, but almost like just a bait. They're just hanging around right here, knowing that they have a one-man advantage.
Mystic Gush over Brusco with no final slash available. Sans is really, really feeling it.
Yeah, and if you take a look, it feels like Sans is just spamming this Mystic Gush. The cooldown has been greatly increased, and he has this tool now to not only use it for the team fights, he can always use it to try to chunk down the HP of the RRQ players. And now it's their base being pushed on. The top turret, bottom turret, mid turret as well, down to half HP, so they have to be able to defend this as Onic is just running rampant around the map.
We are in the final stages of the game though. One of the longest games so far, almost at 20 minutes. Items won't be an issue, it's all about execution. Goal difference will not be a valid excuse. And Irad will be able to get his purple buff still, but this is a lot of pressure now.
Yeah, RRQ had their shields up, their swords ready to swing in the early stages of the game, but it feels like Onic back slashing RRQ, trying to get that crown from them. Will they be able to take them down, or will RRQ rebuild that and maybe, just maybe, find a momentum? Because Don, after such an impressive final slashes, he was just missing the last 2. So
I'm sorry for complimenting you, Don.
Oh, Miracle, come on!
Miracles!
Come on, it's. I was legit complimenting him, man.
No, you just can't. That's not. You're not allowed to, bro.
My bad.
Stop it.
And that slash towards Sans as well. That was so sexy from Don.
I agree.
That was
exactly.
so nice.
That's why he was the playmaker. We literally said that.
Yeah. And a Lord Dance, I feel like it's up in the cards. An evolved Lord as well. Ready to be taken by both teams. Arad always stepping forward. The movement speed as well being given. And now Kyrie just trying to shadow this objective.
It's almost like a classic situation here if you're going up against Onic. If Sans isn't taken out, you know he's about to do something crazy, so that's just extra bits of pressure. Now with the goal difference just eliminated.
Assassination Sans!
I just said it!
How does he find an angle to us? Oh, Sans flickers out. Skylar was looking for him. Now they're hunting for Sans, but he's surfing the waves, man. But now it's Keyboy with the circling eagle over. Skylar already used the entropy, so the damage. Don, an amazing final slash to bring Keyboy back, but now it's going to be the heavy spin as Boots jumps to the Bravest Spider. Oh, and a stun as well to find Skylar in the back. He's able to flicker out now with an HF. Boots chasing him down in the back as well. No entropy. It's a double kill for Albert. Skylar buys the immortality. Kyrie walks up. Now just a few hits. Skylar will fall with Brusco. It's a triple. It's a maniac for Albert.
Albert, of all people, crushes down the kingdom. And they swing their sword. This time they swing it hard. And RRQ crumble. Their empire slowly being taken down.
Wait a minute, wait! He wants to time it.
Oh no.
Mystic projectile, right on time. Octa in the base! He forces the winner truncheon in the base! Octa, he won't take that disrespect. He'll flicker forward and get stunned down. Kyrie heavy spin. Now onto Octa, he brings him back. No way!
Unofficial Savage!
An unofficial Savage for the once Prince, now a Sky King! Onic turned the tides around. 2-0.
The Sky King stakes down the Cavalier of the Kingdom. And the Kingdom once again falter. Their crowns seen no more as the Sky Kings descend and wreak havoc towards the Empire.